Hello, education enthusiasts and lifelong learners. Welcome to Fresh Talk, the education hub where we explore the transformative power of knowledge. I'm your host, Anthony, and today we embark on a journey into the fascinating realm of education. So, our guest needs no introduction in educational circle as she is a driving force behind the academic and administrative excellence at Spring College International in Singapore. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Miss Michaela Tan, the Academic and Administrative Manager at Spring College International Singapore. Ms. Tan brings a wealth of experience and expertise to our discussion today. As a key figure in shaping the academic landscape, she plays a pivotal role in fostering an environment of learning that goes beyond textbook and classroom. Her dedication to educational innovation, coupled with her commitment to empowering students, sets a remarkable standards for educational leadership. Throughout our conversation, we will delve into Ms. Tan's insights on the evolving landscape of education, the challenges and triumphs of managing academic affairs, and the vision she holds for the future of learning at Spring College International in Singapore. So, without further ado, let's gain valuable insights from a true educational trailblazers. Please join me in welcoming Miss Michaela Tan. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony, for the introduction.
Yes, thank you, Michaela. So, can you share an overview about the history and establishment of Spring College International or SCI Singapore?
Right. So, actually, Spring College International is a true blue Singaporean startup as an establishment in terms of education wise. We are actually established in 2001, so backdated to 20 over of years in the local as well as international education industry. So we actually started as a language school back then in 2001. And then we went on an international platform in 2004, where we first received our first batch of O-level students from the different industry. Different international nationality from the students. So we have students from China. We have students from the neighboring Southeast Asian as well. So that was way back in 2004. And then from there, right, we help students to apply for student pass such that they can actually come over to Singapore to further their studies and, of course, to pursue tertiary education from then as well. And all these years that we have been doing this education industry, helping lots of students, we are actually awarded with the 4 years Edutrust Certificate for a number of years since the establishment of this Edutrust certification, which is actually very important in Singapore, especially it regulates the private education institute, in short, we call PEI. So this is actually a very important certification that it actually proves that private educators are providing value-added services of quality education and services to help students as well. So from then, as we move along from 2004, our courses actually includes more variety that to cater to the demand of this education flourishment of international collaborations, for example. So it actually ventured on to one of our popular program like the AEIS admission exercise to our local school. So we receive a lot of students from countries like Indonesia, Thai, Malaysian, for example, for the Southeast Asian, as also from China as well. So they are in for such a program such that we prepare them for the exam. And if they actually, pass this exam, they get themselves like a placement in our local government school. So in a way, it actually changes their education pathway instead of going through the education system back in their home country. But will be on another platform, which is actually the Singapore education system. So this is actually my primary to secondary portfolio of what Spring College International offer. And moving on, we do have another portfolio that we actually cater to the young teens, the adults, and even professional, where we have our diploma courses and our advanced diploma courses. So usually such students would have finished like at least 10 years of foundational studies in their home country, and then to explore on the international platform to secure better education, better job employment. So this group of students will be venturing out to source for quality education that can help them to progress in their career as well. So from then on, we have our diploma and advanced diploma program, which maybe we will go through that in a while. So
Yeah.
on this program, right, students are actually equipped with knowledge that is more technical, inclined to the industry that is related, and of course to sectors that maybe during a mid-career transition that they wish to embark on a different journey. So all the students will be in for such a diploma and an advanced diploma program. So in all, we actually have program that is suitable for young children from as young as 7 years old all the way to adults and even professionals who, after a certain number of years of experience in the industry and they would wish to upskill in terms of technical knowledge, in terms of expertise. Yeah, so it's like a wide range of students that we have with Spring College International.
Wow, that's good. And we would like to know about several diploma and advanced diploma courses offered by Spring College International Singapore, such as International Business Management, Marketing, also Hospitality and Tourism Management. And are there any internship opportunities?
Right. All right. So under Spring College International, we currently have 6 diplomas and 6 advanced diplomas that we are offering to our students here. So in the area, namely professional Chinese teaching, international business management, marketing, logistic and operation management, and of course, accountancy and hospitality and tourism management here. So for internship wise, currently it is available under our course, hospitality and tourism management course that we have. So for this course itself, it actually helps students to pick up skills that is related to hospitality and tourism. For example, it actually embarks in modules related to F&B, food and beverage, in terms of hotel management, front desking, for example. And with this in place, or this module, so our students are able to join an internship which lasts about 6 months under this course itself. So for this six months internship, right, it is eligible for students who have never applied for training work pass granted by the Singapore Ministry of Manpower before. Why do I say so? Because some of students who might have already taken like a similar program with another, for example, with another similar institute that is also under Singapore placement, for example, they would have been awarded such a training work pass before. So for students who have not actually went on for such an internship, they will be able to make use of this opportunity to step out into the workforce with our training partners, such as hotels, such as food and beverage, etc., to actually apply what they have learned in the course to pick up on this real-time skill that we are actually mentioning. So what happens to students who does not have this eligibility? They could have, done a similar internship elsewhere. So for such a group of students, they will be actually doing on a 3-month project work instead, where they will be focusing more on research and on case study applications of the skill that they have learned in class, and to apply on a research basis in terms of completions of this module here. So this internship is available for both the diploma as well as the advanced diploma in terms of hospitality and tourism management course. However, for my international business management course and all others, there isn't currently any internship module that it's offered under this program. However, this is actually under ongoing reviews as well. Should there be a need to actually to input this internship as part of a program that will actually increase the competitive of our graduates who have taken such diplomas, in order to further their studies as well as for further employment progress, all this would actually be done into consideration as well. And as we actually discussed about my another popular course, International Business Management, this is actually a course that would easily equip students with at least a basic general business operational course in terms of, say, like the human resource, in terms of accountancy, marketing, etc. So students who have actually joined, like, graduate from at least our diploma in international business management course, they are able to at least like secure a higher executive, or if not like a junior managerial role, when they actually graduate from a diploma in business management. So this would actually help them to get themselves at least knowledge wise, in terms of knowledge, they will be able to apply that during their initial years of their job to help them to overcome the obstacle too. As we move on to marketing, for example, this is actually one of the upcoming highly popular diplomas that Spring College is actually offering, because the upcoming trends for marketing, e-marketing, for example, this is actually something that is trending, and it actually attracts a lot of young generations, where anything that is related to technology advancement, technology involvement in terms of work creativity. So this is something that is very relevant, and it's highly sought after. So in terms of marketing, it would actually, of course, serve as a very important role in terms of a business sustainability as well. So in terms of like nowadays, besides business operational controls, for example, marketing is something that a lot of companies are focusing on in terms, to keep themselves sustainable, profitable in such a competitive world, and outreach of social media presence, etc. It's what a lot of companies are doing in terms of tagging on to international market and international platform, for example. So all these courses that we are currently offering are, in fact, I would say, up to date, related to the demand of what the industry is actually looking for as well. So in summary, currently my diploma in hospitality and tourism management, as well as its advanced program under the same course, is offering a 6-month internship. Otherwise, all the others diplomas that we're having, we are running on like a 12 months theoretical lessons for such a case.
Oh, I see then. So, could you share some success stories or notable achievements of SCI students or alumni that highlight the effectiveness of the educational provided?
Right. So the graduations of our cohort here, generally it's like between 90% and above. So most of our diploma and advanced diploma program. So this is actually a very healthy sign and very remarkable, as it is actually comparable to the Singapore employment benchmark, especially where the nations would run like national employment survey with the graduates from like local diplomas, and of course diplomas from private education institute as well. So all this graduates tracking, we would have run our annual tracking with our graduates as well. We keep track of where or how they have progressed even after they have left school. So they will be, informing the school of their successful placement and how well they have actually progressed. So in fact, we do have like alumni network that we will usually keep in contact with the students. And so that's where they actually share their successful placement. So 50% of our students, I would say that they will be venturing on to advanced studies like tertiary. It could be an advanced diploma. If not, it is like a uni degree kind of program. So our certificate would be sufficient for them to actually move on to to pursue their higher education. It is definitely recognized. Whereas a good 50% of the students decide to enter the workforce for at least like a good few years before they decide like whether the next career milestone they would like to achieve, be further career advancement, or be like a further upskilling in terms of education, for example. So generally, it is a very healthy and I would say very encouraging sign for SCI students to be equipped with knowledge and skill that the industry is looking for. If not, at least education requirement that at least a foundation for them to further studies to fields that they wanted to embark on in further their career advancement, for example.
So interesting then. And so could you share some success stories or notable achievements of SGI students or alumni that highlight the effectiveness of the education provided?
Right. Actually, for our school, we do keep track of like where our graduates goes to after they leave school. So, on a comparable note is that because we will need to actually keep track of their graduate outcome as in like that rate. So according to the survey that we have done, the recent one up till the end of 2023, so 90% of our students would have secured a job placement. Some of them actually went back to their home country to further, I mean, like to embark in their career. So, most of them would have actually stayed on in Singapore in a way that they secured like a successful placement, such as a work permit, an S pass, for example. And this employment rate of like 90% is actually comparable to the Singapore employment benchmark in terms of our local diplomas as well. So we do run in terms of local education, right? We do run like employment survey based on both the local polytechnic as well as private education sectors where we offer diplomas. So in a way, the success rate of them securing a job at the end of a diploma certification, it's rather successful. And for the rest of which that decide to progress their studies, be it maybe a degree program, or be it like advanced studies. So our diplomas are recognized and they are actually well received by other private education institute as well. So progression to, to achieve a higher education certification is no issues at all. So to them, it's a breeze. With that, right, a lot of them get to the aim of what they decided, what they actually hope for initially before joining Spring College.
Oh, I see. And so, how does SCI stay updated with the industry trends and changes to ensure that its courses are remain relevant and beneficial for students?
Right. So actually for us, right, we do have quite a number of industry partners to start off with. So for example, like my hospitality and tourism management, our
Okay.
lecturers are actually lecturers in this industry for many years. That's number one. Second,
Mm.
and we actually work with this industry partners. It could be, partners from F&B, it could be partners from hotel, for example. We actually do regular this exchange of discussions and insight, and as well as like an evaluation of our students who have either be doing internship or who have actually graduate and found themselves a placement with their company. So in a way, we are updated of the demand of what actually the industry is actually looking for. So our advisory board and this industry consultants, we will routine this course review, and they will actually provide on guidance on our curriculum development as well, such that our courses will remain up to date and that is something relevant. For example, things like because of the pandemic COVID, for example, so some of the technical knowledge, I mean, like there won't be changes, but in terms of the way that we deal with right, like business sustainability or operation, it does actually cause a big change to the whole industry market. So in a way, all this has also been taken into consideration, and we have also changed and structure our curriculum to include such, a module or a part of a module to tackle on this issue, managing crisis, for example, risk management, and of course, in terms of job planning, etc. Why do I
Oh.
actually mention that? Because, for example, our international business management, there'll be one on human resource, for example. So all this is actually, part of real life, and we all just experience this. So it becomes something that is relevant, and it is actually brought into context as a discussion, as a case studies, as part of our modules as well. And then with that, right, we do actually run very frequent feedback mechanism among the school education system as well. So surveys, we run surveys, we collect surveys, response from students, from lecturers, all right, and then we actually have lots of course, in terms of course review, promptly course review, so that we can identify areas for improvement and of course early intervention or any necessary updates that it's required.
Oh, I see. And okay. So could you share a bit information about how Spring College International popular self-study program and how it benefits the international students for the study trip program?
Right. So for this study trip, right, I would say that so far it is popular among children as young as we do have students from as young as 7, 8 years old and all the way until like an age group of 16 years old so far. At least for this recent study trip that we have since like post-COVID. So all this study trip, it's back and forth and it's quite a
Yes.
popular choice for parents and for school to send students out to explore. I mean, like during this period of time, especially when they come in during their school breaks, for example, it is exceptionally on a popular and highly sought of. So we have seasonal periods for this as well. So all the students, right, they actually comes in most of them with the intent of picking language like English, for example, and in the meantime, on an interactive manner where we actually incorporate like Singapore culture immersion. So for this itself, because Singapore being a multi language kind of a country here, but we focus a lot on English in our this country. So in a way, so our lessons are conducted in English, so students get have an excellent opportunity in terms of
Yeah.
language immersion here, which actually leads to, of course, improved language skills and confidence in communication with, of course, people from different diversity, different background, and different nationality. So this experience, right, actually what allows them, to have, like a comparison between like, so what is different between like Singapore versus their own education system back there, and then some because of cultural influence, we do have like different teaching methods, I do believe that, and then this actually contribute to a well-rounded and a more adaptable different educational experience for such students. And with the difference in terms of different cultures and societies, right, as we all move forward, right, the world become more connected, interconnected. So it become like a global citizenship skills kind of that we will actually pick up, because although we may or may not be, moving on or moving out of our country, but in terms of this connectivity between countries and across network with, the advancement of technology. So I think this interlink, intercollaborations, and how we exchange our program would be something useful for the students to,
Yeah.
embrace, to pick up, such that they can progress, be it education or be it their career or be it like a, as a holistically development.
Yes,
Right.
it's a very interesting insights, and it's such a insight that you have brought to us. And I would like to say thank you very much, Michaela, for your time and also your knowledge in sharing us about the everything about the Spring College International. And hopefully, it will be beneficial for our students that would like to enroll and probably who would. Probably they don't know yet about the Spring College International, and for the students who might be from Indonesia and from Jakarta. And so, viewers, thank you for joining us today on this insightful talk show featuring fresh education and Spring College International Singapore with Miss Michaela Tan as the academic and administrative manager of Spring College International Singapore. As we draw the curtains of this engaging conversation, it is evident that both institutions are dedicated to providing exceptional education experiences, and each with its unique approach and commitment to student success. Again, thank you very much for your time, Michaela, and looking forward to the future success of our students, of course. And if you would like to find out more about us, you can go to www.fresh-education.com. Okay, and see you on the next Fresh Talk with Fresh Education. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Michaela Tan, for your time.
Anthony, thank you. Great.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.